Alright, welcome to another video where I'm going over the new Adobe Photoshop beta. This is a video on the generative fill and just to see what we can do with it. So what I've got here is a image. I've just opened this up from Lightroom in Adobe Photoshop. So this is a raw image, so I get the full quality when I export it back. So to start with the image, you want to make the canvas a bit bigger. I'm going to, what I want to do is I want to add a lake or something here, just to add to the photo, the moodiness of it. So I'm going to go here, going to extend it probably by about a third. Just add a third onto it. You want to go up here to your rectangular marquee tool and select just that section there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hit generative fill and I'm going to hit generate. I'm going to see what it comes up with on its own and see how see what Photoshop thinks should be in that section. Alright, so as you can see here, Photoshop's decided on 3 variations. So let's have a look at these. Quite clearly you can see there's a divide on the road. There's a bit darker over here, and there's a bit of a line where it divides. So this one's okay, but not amazing. Let's see what number 2 option is. Number 2, yeah, clearly stuff that up. Number 3, again, it's a bit dark over this side, and there's a clear line here. Still not super unhappy with it, but it works. So over here in the prompt section where it says describe what you'd like to generate, or feel free to leave this blank. So let's just type in lake and see what it comes up with. Here we go. Here's the 3 options for a lake. So we'll go over these. Obviously this one here, it's just dropped an image in. Doesn't suit it at all. Number 2, same thing again. Number 3, exactly the same thing. So let's try a moody lake. I actually stuffed that prompt up, but we'll see what happens. What? That's kind of creepy. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Interesting. I don't even know what this is meant to be. Looks like a alien motorbike or something. Alright, let's try Moody Lake. Let's try Moody Lake again and generate. Oh, I think it's gonna select that area maybe, because I accidentally clicked. It added a bloody pigeon or something. Alright, so we'll delete that layer. We'll go back to the start and try this again. Rectangular marquee. Select the area. We go Moody Lake. See if I can spell it right this time. So as you can see, it's stuffed that one up again. It's just added a lake in there. So let's try this again. If you can spell right, type in foggy lake and see how that goes. But I spelled it wrong again. That was too fast. Trying to type too fast. Yeah, so none of these are working for me. Let's just go fog forest, and we'll generate a fog forest and see if that comes up with anything better. So it's still just dumping images on, unless I haven't selected it correctly. let's try this again. Let's go foggy, fog, forest. Yeah, so there we go. It's clearly got that line back again. I think that's just an issue you're going to have most of the time with a few images I've tested. So that looks like it's just a repeat, but works out alright. Let's add lake, fog forest lake into it and see how that comes up. Nope. Nope. Alright, so number 2 isn't too bad. It's not that far off the mark. If we zoom in here, we do have a line up to the bushes. It is a slightly darker, but nothing that can't be fixed. That tree, it's not too bad. It's sort of, the sunlight is a bit odd. So this lake would be more lit up if these trees were lit up. So it's not 100% accurate, but it's getting better. Let's regenerate and see how we go from there. So again, got the line a little bit darker. That's fine. Nope, and nope. All right, let's just take out fog, and we'll just do forest. We'll just see how forest goes. Yeah, now that looks like something off Shrek. That's not bad. But again, the lighting doesn't really line up. Yeah. Let's get creative. Let's type in wolves. Let's see if we can generate some wolves or something. Let's see what Photoshop gives us when we add some random things in there. Yeah, that's not what we're after. Let's go wolves in back. So we'll go wolves in background and generate that. That's definitely not a wolf in the background. Let's type in monster. Let's see what we get when we type in monster. Let's go back to generative fill and go monster. Yeah, alright. They're pretty scary monsters. They are cartoonish, but doesn't look too bad. Let's try add a friend in here. So I was out on a solo trip. Let's make it look like I had a friend. See if this works. Not too bad. Again, you've got that light there, but it sort of matches. So that's sort of the out of focus there works. Not too bad. That's a bit unrealistic. I don't think a scooter's going to have a headlight that big, and I don't think a scooter's going to be on that dirt track. And again, you'd be game to take that type of bike up this track. But this one here, you can't really tell what type of bike it is. So that's pretty realistic. Both got headlights and the spotlights similar to my bike, so it sort of matches. I'm actually going to save that photo. I saved the file. I'm going to export this photo just to keep it in the bank for later. All right. So what else we can do is if we go back to one of these, let's go back to this image and let's put another selection in here. So let's go here, and I want to put a motorbike in here. I need to slow my fingers down. So we've added the generative fill layer here, and let's see if we can add something else in here. That's definitely not realistic. Yeah, no, they're not going to work. type in, let's try this wolves again. I don't really know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just playing around and seeing how we go. Yeah, no, that's way unrealistic. So we'll get rid of that. So I'll show you a photo I did earlier. So this is one that I did a generative fill and typed in lake, and it gave me these options here. So this one here, it did fall off a bit here as it just the road sort of just drops off, which could be realistic, but might not be. The sunlight's sort of in the right direction, but this color is way off. It's something you can fix if you wanted to go over it. Option 3 was a bit better. Again, these sticks here sort of floating in the air. Yeah, so these sticks, I don't know if they're floating in the air or if they're in the water. It's hard to tell, but it just doesn't look right along the edge here. But, you know, and then again, we've got a pretty harsh line down here. Option 2 was the best one. So this here sort of looks like it's falling off into the water, which works. The color is slightly off, but that's nothing that a temperature shift couldn't fix. And yeah, the lake, the hill, the fogginess, it all sort of lines up. So I'll put this image over the top here so you can see it in its full export quality. And yeah. So that was just a video of the generative fill in Photoshop beta, just with one image. I've tried this with a few images and played around with it. Worked alright, but as people use it and it learns more and Adobe learn more, it will get better and better. So thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you in the next one.